Hey guys, welcome back. TFN is back, and as promised, diving back into the concept of energy availability. So if you caught my last two videos, we talked a little bit about how to calculate your resting metabolic rate using two different equations, and also how to apply activity factors to get a predicted estimate of your daily calorie needs with training. So moving on from that, I want to discuss the topic of energy availability, since in the world of fight sports, we often have to manipulate calorie or energy intake in order to cut weight. However, there are some really serious consequences of cutting calories too much, and that's why it's really important to hire someone like me or another certified health professional to kind of guide you through a weight cut. So that's kind of what I'm going to discuss today. First, I want to define the concept of energy availability, since it is a term that us health professionals often use in the field. Energy availability is essentially defined as the amount of dietary energy available to sustain physiological function after subtracting the energetic cost of exercise. This is similar to the concept of energy balance, however, it is different in that energy availability is mainly focusing on calories burned from exercise. So we aren't focusing on all the other factors that might contribute to energy expenditure, like thermic effect of food or the calories you burn from walking to your couch, to your mailbox. We are mainly just concerned with how many calories your body needs to support training and recovery. So that being said, there are some numbers that are considered optimal ranges for athletes. Not really going to go over and how to calculate these values because, we'll do that on another time, but I do want to discuss these numbers just to provide you guys with some perspective. So optimal energy availability for elite athletes is considered to be greater than 45 calories per kilogram of fat-free mass per day for females and greater than 40 for males. So what that means is that this number is considered enough to keep elite level athletes healthy and appropriately fueled for all the training that they do. Now, when not enough food is consumed to replace all the calories that we burn during exercise, you can run into an issue called low energy availability. Low energy availability is defined as consuming less than 30 calories per kilogram of your fat-free mass per day and can be accompanied by a bunch of other issues if practiced for too long. Sometimes just even really acute periods can cause these issues as well, such as endocrine, meaning disruptions in your natural hormone production, metabolic issues, which can decrease your metabolism, and physiological issues such as loss of muscle and even bone, and a lot of other issues as well. So while the number 30 seems to be the magic number that we use in the field, I do want to note that this number can be lower or even higher for some individuals. Most of the time, ladies, we seem to be more sensitive to this threshold, meaning that lower than 30 calories per kilogram of our fat-free mass per day has a more significant impact on our, us females compared to our male counterparts. And as I mentioned previously, even just acute bouts of low energy availability can cause hormone, metabolic, and physiological disruptions. So there are tons of studies on low energy availability, so I want to note some numbers so you guys can kind of have an idea of what's been observed in the field. So in one study, 3 days of consuming a low-calorie diet of about 15 calories per kilogram of fat-free mass per day was shown to decrease growth hormone levels in both resistance-trained men and women. In another study, 5 days of consuming 15 calories per kilogram of fat-free mass per day decreased bone formation in women, but not men. And then similarly, a diet consisting of less than 25 calories per kilogram per day caused decreases in thyroid hormone in women, but didn't really have much of an impact on men. So as you see, ladies, it seems that we may need to be a little bit more cautious of practicing these super low calorie diets. But guys, this doesn't mean you also get a pass, because a threshold still exists for you too. So why am I bringing this up? Well, it's because most combat athletes very often consume super low energy diets, usually ranging anywhere between 5 to 25 calories per kilogram of fat-free mass per day. And especially during fight week, we have to significantly reduce calories way below your basic needs sometimes. All right, and as I just mentioned from the studies, just a few days can cause hormonal and metabolic disruptions. For most of you practice super low energy intake for a whole week if it's fight week, sometimes a lot of you guys even longer. So imagine what that must be doing to your body. All right, right now you're probably thinking, okay, TFN, I get it. So not eating enough isn't good for you. How do I prevent these issues? Well, first step is to watch my first video on how to calculate your resting metabolic rate. Throughout the duration of your fight camp, you never want to eat below that number, or just avoid eating below that number as much as possible. Make sure you're giving your body at least the bare minimum it needs. Second step is to bring your weight down progressively, or maintain a walk-around weight close to your fight weight as possible. If you're losing weight, during a fight camp, you want to aim to lose 1 to 2 pounds of fat per week. Avoiding super large cuts or extreme dieting practices will minimize the time that you have to consume a super low energy diet during fight week. Third step is to consume a diet high in protein. High protein diets during calorie deficits help prevent loss of muscle. It can also help prevent other metabolic or hormonal disruptions that can be seen from these low energy diets. Aim to consume at least your body weight in grams of protein per day. Number 4 is to make sure you are always consuming a pre and post-workout snack. Take care of your training windows like they're your children, both the human ones and the furry ones. Make them a priority. Last but not least, reach out to a freaking certified health professional. I'm available to oversee this process for you guys to make sure we are minimizing the damage you are doing to your body. So please DM me, set up a consultation, like this video, heart it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to all this informative goodness on my YouTube channel. So till next time.